Hello there guys and welcome. This is the Intuitive Cipher and today's video is all about the events and predictions happening in March of 2022. Alright, so the upcoming month. If you're not watching this video when it goes live, then this video will just be predicting things to expect for your month ahead. So this is really what's coming for you in the month ahead. If you enjoy my style on this channel, then please click on that subscribe button below. Stay in the loop. I do post videos every single week. And today we're going to be using this cute little pile. This is my little gypsy deck. This is what the pack looks like in case you want to grab it yourself. I will link it below, but I just love the imagery on these cards. They're so pretty. Love it. So we're going to be using this pile to really find the cards to correlate to the three piles for today's reading. So let's get to it really. Pile 1, Spirit. What card for pile 1? I really felt like this one. For pile 1, we have Fortune. For pile 2, we have House. For pile 3, we have the Peacock. These cards are for the three piles, so if you're feeling more drawn to one or a few, head into the timestamps below. Let's get into it. I'll see you in your reading. Woo! Bye! Hello my pile ones. So if you picked this beautiful fortune card right here, then this is the reading for you. My pile ones. All right, where are we going to put this little lady? Right here, I think. Alrighty, so let's get stuck into it. Okay guys, so first up, we've got the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Page of Wands in reverse. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse, King of Swords, and we've got Justice. Okay. All right, guys. So with this Page of Wands in reverse is really telling me perhaps the stage that you're either in. There was in the past a real eagerness to start something new. Okay, because the Page of Wands is a very fiery sign. It's a sign that's very action orientated. It's a sign that is excited to jump out, excited to get going. So there was this eagerness to start something new recently, but there were some obstacles that were kind of hampering your eagerness to get going, really hampering your ability to view results. Okay, there was some kind of a lack in motivation that you might have felt, or there was this indecisive energy that you're really coming from, okay? Because you weren't really sure where to take the path that lies before you or where to go next, okay? So this can sometimes talk about some doubt that you have in yourself, a lack of trusting the self, really a lack of motivation, a lack of decisiveness, okay? You are at the stage of seeking out a new path with more emotion, a new path that is more aligned with you, a new path of personal and spiritual discovery. This journey that you're wanting can be an intense journey because it's all about growth. It's all about development. This journey that you're wanting perhaps is more kept on a private level. You haven't really told many people about it, okay? But there's this want within you for something different, something new. And this is really telling me that you're either now looking for inspiration and understanding that actually comes from within rather than from outside of you. The want or the desire of a new path, of a new journey, of a new adventure you need to develop what's going on within, or you need to use the aspects of self that you have within to find this new level of adventure, this new level of fun, this new level of excitement within your life. This could really be referring to your career and financial world. And if that's the case, I have just posted a video all about your career and financial check-ins for the year projections of 2022. So what to really expect from your career and your finances. That video might really help you if that is something that you're wanting to find out more about. So I will just link it right here, up here somewhere. Woo! So let's jump back into it. So the King of Swords, moving into the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords is all about mastering rational decision making. Okay, so this is really telling me that something that has maybe been lacking in the past is a real clear, decisive step that you're missing. There's this feeling here of something new that's emerging. There's a newness that really wants to come forward here with the Page of Wands in reverse. And the King of Swords is influencing that basically by saying the stage that you're really going to be stepping into very soon, the energy that will be present for you soon, is going to be incredibly decisive energy, okay? The King of Swords has mastered the inner realm, has mastered the outer realm, okay? And he now understands how to use the aspects within, the aspects of self that come from within, to manipulate and create on the outer realm. You will be stepping into more intentional behavior. You're going to be stepping into more analytical thought processes of situations that lie before you. Your life will soon be able to come to this space of being able to make decisions really easily. You're going to be clearly setting these intentions of where you want to take your life from this point. You're really going to be setting intentions. You may come across a little forward with this energy. Some people could say blunt, but I feel like that's the energy that you're wanting to step into. You're wanting to even just be more truthful, more obvious about what your truth is, your personal truth is with the King of Swords here, so that you can move into this space of handling your life more, I almost wanted to say aggressively. So maybe at this point you're feeling like you're a little bored perhaps. You're wanting this new path and you're wanting to learn more. You're actively ready to allow in lessons that will help you to find this inner King of Swords within you. This is all about being good with your words, with your thoughts. Okay, so I can see within March, you're going to be ready and prepped to be taking on this whole new journey. Something could be coming in for you within March to really set you up to start learning that within your thought processes, within your communication, you are going to be taking a next level up. You're going to be increasing your ability to match your actions with your intentions. You're going to be getting really clear on setting intentions for your future. You're going to be clearly visualizing what you desire and what you need to do to take immediate and decisive action in getting it. There's going to be less of this waiting time between wanting something, wanting a new path, maybe a new career, a new journey forward, a new adventure. There's going to be less time between the want and the desire of it to the showing up of it, essentially. So this to me is even talking about manifestation, the ability to recognize what you're wanting to manifest, what desire you're wanting to bring in, and then actively setting out with those clear intentions, those clear thought processes to actually bring it into fruition. This is so exciting, this energy. Oh my God. You're going to start to appear to others like you're able to make decisions easily, and you're going to look like a boss about your life. You're just going to continue to step into this energy of knowing what you want and bringing it about. You are going to be realizing that there's an element in your life that you want to take your life in. Maybe you want to travel more. Maybe you want a new career online. Maybe you want to go down more of a creative path and you're just sort of like sick of putting it off almost. And usually this thought process that you put into things can be a little bit more on the negative side. So I do feel like you're going to be taking more charge in your mental capacity and your ability to use your mind and use your thoughts for deliberate creation to bring in the manifestations, which is such an amazing step and such an amazing process of the law of attraction. Within March of 2022 or in the month ahead, you will be reaching a new level of inner harmony and stability from this card, okay? So with the Four of Wands in reverse, I see you actively celebrating a personal goal. Within the month ahead, you are going to be reaching a goal that you've set yourself a few months ago, okay? You're going to be celebrating this personal goal, and I'm so excited for you because I feel like you maybe set this at the beginning of the year, at least a few months back, and you've been paying attention to it, you've been putting in the work, you've been getting really positive, you've been using this new journey of self-discovery, of spirituality, and you've really used all the tools that you've gathered outside and within to really enter into this stage of achieving a personal goal. Now, this personal goal could be hitting a goal weight, hitting a new level of income, hitting a new level of even just a personal milestone like quitting smoking, quitting past addictions, letting go of limiting beliefs, or getting rid of things within that you just were not serving you. It's like this personal achievement. I'm so happy for you for this. It's such a huge achievement for yourself, and I'm so happy for you. This moment, you will just be appreciating it on a personal level. You are reaching a new level of harmony, a new level of stability from previous doubts, okay? You've now reached a higher point of balance within the self. You know more of who you are and why you're here. You know more of what you're wanting to bring about. It's almost like this intense level of clarity is coming in. There's celebrations, but there's celebrations on a personal level at this stage. So I feel like you've probably already been celebrating things or appreciating parts of your life on a real personal level. And you're going to be continuing to do this into March or into the month ahead. But you're going to be reaching these new levels of milestones. Okay, and the reason I can see this is because within the Justice card here, this is all about cutting away the problems, cutting away the troubles, cutting away anything that hinders the authentic self, cutting away anything that is hindering you, is what I'm really, really hearing here. There's new levels of balance. There's new levels of karma. There's more equality coming in. The scales are rebalancing, and you're going to be finding that your attraction to things, your attractions to the things that you're really wanting to bring in for your life are going to be so much easier, so much more satisfying, so much more exciting, because everything is almost lining up better for you. You've gotten really clear in your communication and your thought process. You're now realizing that your mind is a tool for you to use to bring in the celebrations, to bring in the things to celebrate about. I do have some more tarot cards just to place with these guys so we can get an even clearer message going here. So let's jump into those. Alrighty. So under the Page of Wands, we've also got the Queen of Wands. Under the King of Swords, we've got the Chariot. Under the Four of Wands, we've got the Death card. And under Justice, we've got reverse King of Cups. This is really telling me that this stage that you are either in or were just in or have come from where you wanted a new journey or you wanted a new path forward that had more excitement, had more fun. So the Queen of Wands in reverse is really pointing out a lack in confidence. The Queen of Wands is really essentially inviting you in this stage to bring more energy, bring more attention inward. The way that you've been trying to maybe achieve in life, get ahead in life, get to this place of financial freedom, you were working on a very outward based focus. You were working on a very limited knowledge. This is really telling me limited knowledge, because the Page of Wands is all about just starting that journey of realizing that there are things to learn. This is real start of the journey kind of vibe, okay? So what I'm seeing for you in March is quite an advancement in your journey. There's almost like a realization that's taken place. Something's clicked for you because you noticed within yourself there was a lack of confidence. Maybe you hadn't really explored the inner parts of you. You hadn't explored where you've come from, what you'd learnt from the past, and you moved from this stage into very action-orientated energy of actually going within. So I see a lot of meditation that you maybe applied. I see a lot of rebuilding, reparenting, and recreating the self by understanding the past self. This is very proactive energy from understanding a lack of something within. You really stepped into rebuilding your sense of self, rebuilding your sense of trust for self, rebuilding your resilience to situations, okay? So this is really beautiful energy because it's saying that you access, or you will access, or have just accessed and opened up personal strengths, new talents, okay? By you understanding that you wanted a new journey, you ventured within to find the courage to express the you in everything that you do, even if it's different to what others maybe expect of you. Leading on to this King of Swords, where you went within, you were very proactive and action-orientated and fierce about going within. You were so adamant on starting this journey for yourself because you love yourself so much, you care about yourself so much. You realized that you deserved this. You realized that there were things within you that were hidden to you and you didn't want them to be hidden anymore. And because of that journey, this new level of self-discovery took place. You actively went out and achieved the thing you wanted, which now leads you into this new energy of King of Swords, which is like you're stronger within your rational mind. You've almost got your rational mind a bit more in check. The Chariot is all about using his strength, using everything he's learned thus far to actively set out on this new journey. So this journey that you started at this point will be entering a new level in March, okay? You might actively, by going out with these new skills and talents that have come forward, it's setting you up on a new path forward that you are actively so ready for, you are so prepped for. You've done the work and now you're ready to set forth on this new amazing journey. There's always two potentials to everything, and you're now realizing that. There's two aspects to everything, but I also feel like there's almost two talents coming through. Maybe it's like two aspects of creativity, or I see you actively setting out on two journeys at the one time. So this might be one journey of exploring your creativity while also expressing yourself more, perhaps online, to bring about this two options of displaying yourself, but also honing and building a skill of yours that you're wanting to. There's this double-edged sword that's coming through where you're doing the one thing, but you're smashing out two at the one time, which is amazing. So I do feel like the Four of Wands in the reverse can sometimes talk about a lack of harmony within the household. Perhaps this lack of harmony was an element that was to do more with this stage, and it was coming from a stage of you feeling a little bored, you feeling like you're ready for something new or wanting to go on a new journey. Creative energy was trying to come forward from you, but you didn't know really where to direct it. And in turn, it was leading you to a place of feeling a lack of positive communication with loved ones, friends, family. Something along those lines is also coming through. The beauty of that is the Death card here is saying a transformative energy is present. There will be an end of celebrating things on your own. This is exciting because I feel like with this element of stepping into the confident skills of communication and getting rid of any kind of lack, it's getting rid of any lack of communication. It's getting rid of essentially the past self that existed at this stage. In March or the month ahead, you're going to be appreciating the past self. You're going to really be stepping into celebrating and appreciating the past you that got you to where you are and the past choices that you made to get you to this goal that you are now achieving. But I do see you getting ready to actively share your achievements, your wins, your milestones that you are achieving on a wider scale as well, on more of a public scale. So maybe this is even just like on social media. You aren't as afraid to share your current stages or your current goals that you're setting or your current things that you're achieving because there's more confidence, there's more belief in your ability to achieve them. Okay, this is all about movement forward. So I do really see movement forward in the month of March or the month ahead. By you achieving this goal, it's going to set forth this new momentum. You're finally going to see that your manifestation powers, your manifestation abilities are strong, are accurate, and you're realizing that you really can have anything. You're stepping into this more possible energy, and with that comes honoring the past. That's coming through for some reason. All right. So maybe there has been some real past struggles, okay? And you started at this energy of not knowing much, and by March, you're going to be knowing a lot more, and you're going to be inviting in a lot more balance, okay? This King of Cups in reverse is really telling me that this goal that you'll be achieving, this goal that you'll be celebrating from past choices and this past self that you'll be appreciating is leading into a far more balanced existence within March or within the month ahead, okay? And this is leading you to focus your attention more on the innermost parts of your feelings or focus more on your emotions and your feelings because you're realizing and appreciating that your emotional system, your guidance system, the way that you feel is the guidance system to the better life that you're envisioning for yourself. You're cutting away and removing the things that just really aren't serving you to step into more of a focus on discovering emotions that have been stored in the subconscious mind and how they affect you. You're going to be sort of looking back on that and being like, I can't believe I lived for so long with this programming that I picked up from such a young age. There's a lot of this energy coming through for the collective. There's this acceptance of honoring exactly where you are in life, and you're appreciating the stage and the journey of what's got you to here. And you're understanding that to repress or suppress emotions is no longer serving you. So you're going to be actively cutting that away. Now we do have some more cards here. First up, we've got the full moon in Gemini with the answers you need are coming. Interesting. I love that because Gemini is an air sign and air signs is all to do with sword energy. So I really feel like these two are quite linked. Okay. But we've also got the supermoon. Emotions are running high. Okay, so we're going to start at this full moon in Gemini card here, okay? So the answers you need are coming, which is amazing, right? There's a part of this situation that you've really been seeking answers to, and I'm hearing that the intentions that you set recently are bringing in the answers that you're needing. Something is really aligned up for you that is allowing an element in your life to really be resolved. I can see that this desire that you had for a change or something new led you to go on the journeys that you needed to get you to this place of manifesting the things that you want. Every time you express yourself, you essentially create this element of magic. And I feel that really ramping up for you. Choice lies at every second of the day. A choice lies to think the things that you think, to pick the direction that you're going in. So every moment you have a choice, and you're actively realizing that that choice that you can make in every moment is where the potential truly lies to create the life you're wanting to bring in. This is also saying that you're going to be stepping into this time where socializing or going to more social events is coming in, which is something that you're wanting. You don't necessarily want to be celebrating things on such a personal level moving forward from March or from the month ahead, that you are going to be actively finding it a lot easier or finding a lot more people to socialize with. With this emotions are running high card with the supermoon is at the closest point to the earth, so it looks looks a lot bigger. Okay, so this supermoon is showing a much larger influence of the moon. So this journey that you're setting out on, you're realizing that the emotions you had stored in the subconscious part of your mind were not serving you whatsoever, okay? Again, you are going to be actively cutting that away or finishing up that process, whether you've maybe started this journey already, but there is going to be this kind of finishing energy to all of that, or this new level that you've reached that you haven't ever reached before. Of course, when diving into this subconscious part of yourself and really focusing on the emotions that are coming up for you, this can be a bit of an emotional journey. So I think that's why this has come forward. It's just to let you know that you should expect to be feeling a bit more moving forward. And again, I really feel like this is another factor of the collective energies present in the world at this stage. A lot more people are waking up. So feelings are becoming a lot more highly charged because people are actually taking more care about what they're focusing on and what they're feeling, which is so, so important moving forward. There's some level of success that's coming through here. There's a level of success that's coming in for your journey. Whatever that this is for you, it's going to be incredibly successful. You're going to be making the right choices, making the best choices for yourself that really line up for you and your energy. And this is also like, expect the unexpected. Really be open to all opportunities, all possibilities. The potentials that are around you at the moment, they don't come around too often, or they don't seem to come around too often from where you've been in the past. So this is real new, vibrant, abundant energy coming in. So really, really stick with that intentional action and thought process that you're obviously going to be stepping into or have stepped into. Continue that, stick with that, because it's really confirming that something so exciting, some sort of resolution is so, so close. Pay attention to the signs that come up for you here. Pay attention to what you're feeling, because when you actively pay attention to what you're feeling, it tells you what's going on in your mind. If you're thinking negative things, you're not going to feel very good. This guidance system that you're finding, this intuition, if you will, you're clearing out all that old stuff so that you can actually actively use your guidance system, your emotional system, to keep you on track moving forward. So So exciting. I'm so proud of you. Now, the last couple of cards we have here. So the cards that I got here for you are no and unlikely. Okay. So with no, I'm really honestly feeling like perhaps answers that you were seeking or that you are currently seeking by watching this video perhaps may have not been answered, okay, with the no here. Because for some reason, the answers that you're seeking have been held back for you for some reason. There's obviously an element of the journey that you are really needing to pioneer on your own. There's an element of the journey that you need to set out on and find the answers at the right time. To me, it's really just waiting. There's an element of waiting that's still going to be taking place here for you. And again, please don't let that get you down. I feel like no is also linked in with some patience. This lesson could also be teaching you further aspects of patience that are required in the manifestation process. So no, these answers aren't going to come overnight, but they might come in a week. And what's the difference there, really? It's just another moment that's coming in the future. So by letting go of that control of wanting those answers, you'll invite them in a lot faster, okay? And with this unlikely card here, there's some element of your emotional self, or there's some element of things that you think or have thought in the past that really are just like, it's unlikely they're going to happen. The negative aspects that you focus on, or the negative feelings that you feel, the negative emotions or visions that you see, they're so unlikely of happening. So this is an expenditure of energy that you're sending to a part of yourself that is just not rational. It's not helping you. These aspects of your emotions of running high or reacting too fast to emotions, this sort of lack of control over your emotions is going to be a thing of the past with this unlikely card showing up, okay? This is really telling me that maybe there's a question, or there's an element that you keep saying to yourself of, maybe I can't get rid of this part of myself. Maybe I can't work through these elements of self. Maybe I can't work through this jealousy. Maybe I can't let this go. And this is really just coming out next to the King of Cups to say, all of this is unlikely energy. All of this is real energy that's not going to turn into anything. It's not going to take you anywhere. So it's actively being removed and cut out to leave you in a place of balance, where you are more in touch with your emotional self, and where you are more in touch with the positive aspect of your emotional self, because you're understanding that to anchor those into the direction that you're wanting to go is so important for you achieving this new level of fortune, this new level of being, this new level of happy existence. I'm just going to get some last little cards from this gypsy deck here, just to see any other aspects that are coming in for you in March or the month ahead. Didn't feel right. Let's see. Ooh, what do we got? Okay, so straight up, with this merchant card, I do feel like this reading is geared a little bit more to a professional element, because the merchant for me is about setting forth on a new kind of business. So I do feel like a new creative endeavor is taking place here. The child is birthing this new business that you're creating. You're going to be treating it like a new baby. It's going to be your new baby, and you're going to be putting in the effort and the love and the nurturing and the consistency to this new adventure that you're on. There's this newness of caring and loving something so strongly, okay? Faithfulness with the dog is coming through as well. For me, that faithfulness is reliance, okay? That self-reliance is coming through with this card. These can also be quite literal things as well. So maybe you are pregnant, maybe you will be getting pregnant in March, if that's something that you're wanting. Congratulations. But also this faithfulness within the dog is really saying that you are going to be able to rely on yourself. You're going to be opening up and exploring this new level of conditional love, this new level of being able to rely on yourself, and this new level of faith in yourself. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. We've got the widower coming out over the death card. I think that's so funny because the widower to me is basically like confirming that you are going to be looking back on this past self of yours. You're going to be looking back on this past self and appreciating it, letting it go, honoring it for being there at the time, but peacefully, comfortably, and lovingly saying, I appreciate you, but I leave these aspects behind. So constancy actually means the ability to be faithful and dependable. You're entering into this space of being able to depend on yourself more, being able to depend on your abilities more because you understand yourself on more of an intimate level. This is also talking to me about consistency. It's still coming through. So by you being consistent through this journey, showing up every single day, and really exploring the emotions and the self of you that you don't understand, it's bringing you to a place of new balance, more inner harmony, more inner peace. It's the thing you've been chasing. It's coming. I'm so happy for you. We've also got foe coming out. And this immediately is just telling me that these emotions that are within yourself, the unpredictableness of you or within you is leaving completely. You're realizing that these feelings that were being harbored or kept within the subconscious mind were the enemy, if you will. These things that you didn't like in yourself or that you looked within yourself and kind of hated like an enemy are going to be leaving. That's the element that you're cutting out. This element of yourself that you perceive to be there is unlikely. There's only goodness, there's only beauty, there's only kindness within. So you're really going to be opening that self up and leaving this foe behind. And lastly, we've got messenger. Boom. I see positive news coming in and it's all coming through. I feel like this is manifestations coming in or news of manifestations coming in. I feel like this is bringing in the harvest. There was something that you set out on. This again is like that journey as well, because this gives me real Two of Wands energy, right? So this is like the setting out of, and this is the bringing in of. So you set out on this journey and you'll be actively in the month ahead having tangible results coming in from these intentions that you set and these journeys that you set out on in the past. Oh my goodness, I loved that for you guys. Oh my goodness. My beautiful pile ones. Who are you? What are you doing? I want to meet you. You're amazing. This is such dope energy. I love this for you, okay? Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you and all that you do for yourself and the world. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, if it really resonated, please leave this video a like because it does help me out a bunch. All my links along with the decks and the equipment that I used in today's video will be linked in the description box below, so have a look. Timestamps are below if you're wanting to head to another pile. So let me close out this beautiful reading, this beautiful energy, by thanking my spirit guides, your spirit guides, the moon, our mother, the sun, our father, the earth, fire, wind and water, from the north, south, east and west, for all that has been, all that is and all that will be. Goodbye, my beautiful pile ones. All the best. Take care. Bye. Hello, my pile twos. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this house card here, then this is your reading. So let's get into it. We have the Emperor. Love that. We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Temperance card. And we've got the 10 of coins in reverse. Okay. When this card came out, I actively heard new sets of foundations being formed at this time. So I really feel like in March or the month ahead for you, you're really going to be stepping into this energy of setting new foundations, forming new foundations, or getting really clear on your foundations. There's this new level of authority coming through for your life. There's this new leadership that's coming through for your life. Like you're actively stepping into the qualities of that's needed as a leader, okay, for your life, which is very, very exciting. Okay, this eagle is coming out as like a really important focus for you. I feel like maybe even there's either an element of an eagle or kind of bird. I'm getting it from these wings as well. There might be birds for you that are like a spirit guide, or there's some bird for you that signals to you an element of knowledge or learning or something like that is coming through for you. So maybe even looking at the spiritual meaning that can come from an eagle might be really beneficial for you. Just Google it, check it out. But there is this element of stepping up to the plate and being that in which you have always needed. There's this element of no longer fearing the things that you need to do, or there's no longer this fearing aspects of life. You're sort of just stepping up and handling everything like a damn boss is what I'm hearing. I love my spirit guides, they're so dope. The element of this Six of Cups, okay, so the Six of Cups is all about, can be sort of nostalgia, there's elements of past coming in. It can be emotions coming up from the past or new realizations of the past. So I really feel like there's this new narrative that's coming in that is different to the narrative that you have been associating with from the past. Okay, so maybe this is pointing out potential traumas, hardships, past relationships that weren't as easygoing as some people's experiences. But what that's doing is allowing you to find a new level of peace, a new level of understanding, and new foundations now for the future. And you're actively looking at the past as a gift. You're actively looking at the past and understanding that for you to have gone through these past things, they've led you to where you are today. The where that you are at today is the leader, the main character. It just came through, yeah. So there is going to be this new narrative that you are going to start taking forward with you. You're going to start looking back at the past as more of a gift, with more peace, with more understanding, and with more love. So I really feel like these two together are really telling me about forgiveness. So moving into this Temperance card, Temperance for me is a very angelic card. I feel like you are very divinely protected at this time, moving into March. And this is really, the Temperance card is really telling me this new level of balance. This is like you are entering this stage of filling your own cup. You no longer need elements of the past. You no longer need approval from the past, from the family that you once had, from the friends you once had. You're no longer seeking that approval because you're getting to this space of balance within yourself and balance within the universe, balance within spirit or within your spiritual self, of now you know how to fill your own cup. Now you know how to love yourself. This is also patience and going with the flow. Okay, so I do feel like these aspects that are coming through are going to be your new level of existence in March, or you're going to be noticing that it is easier to go with the flow. It is easier to sit into patience because perhaps in the past you weren't patient enough to bring in the change that you were seeking in your life, something along those lines. There's this acceptance of you can't change a situation, but you can wait it out. Okay, so sometimes with situations we can do everything that we can, and that's, manifestation, affirmations, positive mindsets. Sometimes that's all you can be sure of doing, and making sure that you are focusing on the things that you are wanting, focusing on the things that you are wanting to bring in, and that is the element of waiting it out. It's not waiting and being bored, or waiting and not seeing change, or waiting and not doing anything. It's realizing that sometimes to change a situation, we have to step into patience and step into doing things a little differently. You can enter into more patience with others as well, is coming through, and let them learn their own mistakes. So you're going to be, to me, that's really stepping into this element of allowance. You're going to be stepping into this art of allowing, okay? And you're allowing others to make the mistakes. You're allowing others to find their own way. Whereas once upon a time, you might have been jumping out and wanting to do things for people a lot. But now you're stepping back a little bit more and realizing that your energy and your cup needs to stay full. And by jumping in and trying to help every Tom, Dick, and Harry, is what I just heard, you're going to be allowing others to learn their own lessons. And it's going to be allowing you to relax a lot. Love that. This is the stage of understanding that tough lessons are hard to learn, but they're even tougher to put into practice. So I feel like in March, in the month ahead, you're going to be putting these elements of learning into practice, where you're going to be sort of like shocked at yourself and how much you're capable of achieving. This is the understanding that change does take time. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, but it can take time. So there's this patience in the process. There's patience in the manifestation process coming through, and there's patience in achieving your goals. But you're stepping into and allowing the change to unfold, rather than maybe past energies of chasing it. More self-control is coming in the month of March, or the month ahead for you, that is allowing you to enter this new state of renewal, rejuvenation, and this avoidance of going to extremes of anything, because you're realizing that your goals that you want to bring into fruition are so important to you and are so worth the strong amount of effort that you're putting in. This is no longer being thrown off by the ego, and I love that for you. So with this reverse 10 of coins here, alongside the temperance, this is really, really interesting energy. This is really highlighting that once you enter this stage of peace, comfort, patience, peace within, you're really going to be stepping into an element of questioning these past focuses on the ideal home life. Interesting that we have the house here. You're going to be asking the questions of what your ideal life, what your ideal future looks like. You're realizing that this level of comfort and peace in your life as it is today, not in the future, but as today stands, you're finding that you can be happy with how things are. You may have wanted more and more and more and more, but never feeling satisfied. So for me, this is really telling me that this new inner peace that you're feeling, it's getting you to ask the questions about what wealth really means to you, or what materialistic views really mean to you, and whether you want to continue that focus or adjust it is coming through. That self-worth that you will be finding here through this whole reading so far, this new level of self-worth is making you focus on different aspects that you're wanting from life. And maybe wealth is still a part of that, but it's not the only focus that you're wanting. So this is, for me, is really moving into less of a materialistic view. I've got some more tarot cards just to clarify these. Okay, so under the Emperor, we've got the reverse Queen of Pentacles. We've got, under the Six of Cups, we've got the Four of Swords. Under the Temperance, we've got the reverse Three of Pentacles. And under the reverse Ten of Coins, we've got the Ace of Cups. Yep. Okay, gotcha. So with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it can mean that you're creating financial independence for yourself, okay? And you're really working on caring energy for self, even if you are in a partnership. You're really prioritizing yourself as needing the love rather than giving the love outward, okay? And the reason that that's important is because with this leadership quality that you're really bringing in with the Emperor, okay, you are now realizing that the care that you give to yourself, the nurturing that you give on a personal level, and the more attention to your needs that you give is getting you to this financially independent existence, right? How exciting. You are understanding with this combo here that for you to care for others, you also need to care for yourself first, right? Work and family can survive, but you always have to focus on yourself, getting yourself happy, giving yourself the love you need, giving yourself all the things that you kind of need are really important here. Love that for you. The Four of Swords is really telling me that you're prioritizing rest more with this combo of cards. You've learned that to do this work on yourself or to nurture yourself, to care for yourself on a deeper level, it involves taking the time to meditate. It involves taking the time to rest. There's more relaxing coming through here. You're going to be financially independent, stepping into financial independence within March or the month ahead. That is allowing you to enter more time for rest. And this is exciting because when you enter into this whole energy, it's opening you up to making more money. I don't know. I keep looking at this card with buying a house. I feel like a specific message for someone is someone's going to be buying a house, like a dream house or a house they never thought that they would be buying, you know, that they're almost shocked about. There's some element of buying a home or entering a new home coming through. This Three of Pentacles reversed with the Temperance here, I feel like you're either going to be finding that some people around you maybe don't give you the respect that you deserve because you are now giving yourself this new level of respect. You found this new level of respect for yourself. So there could be a cutting away, removal of individuals that maybe think they're a bit more superior over you. I feel like this could be work related because the Pentacles can refer to career. There could be a change in career, this understanding of finding yourself in a mundane job, right? A job that you just don't love. Maybe you once loved it, that's fine. But maybe with all this inner change, this inner work, this new realization that you're coming to, you are realizing that you feel unappreciated at work, and it might be a good time to change careers or find like a new position that actually values you. Something along those lines. From this peace and this comfort that you're feeling, this realization that something within your physical realm, with either your finances, within your work, is no longer how you want it to be. And this realization is going to be setting you up to ask yourself the questions of what you're really wanting. You're going to be asking the questions of, now I'm realizing I don't want to be so materialistic. I actually don't want to be slaving away at this job that I work 60 hours a week in. Oh. Did that's confirmation for someone? 60 hours a week in because I'm not as appreciated as I should be. This job is really fucking boring and I'm not having any harmony with other team members. anymore, or I'm realizing the things that my team members would talk about is no longer on the same page as what I want to be on, or the values and opinions that they have no longer match me, or the business that I'm at no longer matches my opinions. And you're going to be actively asking yourself the questions of, well, do I really need this massive amount of income? Can I maybe move to a job that's more part-time for now? Start up something new is coming through. Starting up something new is coming through. A new creative endeavor, a new emotional endeavor. A large element of yourself within is reaching a new level of balance and comfort. There's an element of your physical life that is no longer sitting quite right with you. There's no longer that harmony with others, but there is harmony with self. Honestly, you want harmony for self. I almost feel like this is independence coming through. I feel like this may be even entrepreneurial kind of vibes. And this work, if it is work related, or this element to life that you're questioning and maybe getting really clear on, because remember, whenever you ask the questions that you are wanting to bring in or that you're unsure about, when you ask your spiritual team, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the answers will be given. It doesn't matter when, but they will be coming. So ask the questions, and with the security of knowing that this will be worked out in time. And you'll get to this moment of being like, okay, there it is. There's the answers to my questions. The Ace of Cups is just highlighting that this lack of perhaps emotional fulfillment, or this lack of harmony and respect that you'll be feeling in this situation in your life, is going to be quickly replaced with something new. When you actively remove it or try to get clear or change it, you're going to be inviting in this new level of exciting fulfillment, exciting creativity, or even a new love, a new element of love. This could even be a new element of love for self, or perhaps new friends. You're going to be attracting in a whole new lot of people. There's some kind of element like that happening for you, which is so exciting. Next card we have is your hard work is paying off with the new moon in Capricorn. I love that for you. We've also got a new starters coming. Okay, these are just really with the new moon. So these are really just confirming what I thought. Okay, so with this card, okay, your hard work is paying off. So I can actively see that by you stepping up and really trying to step into this leadership, or actively trying your best to look at the past with new, fresh perspectives, the work that you're really putting in for yourself is paying off. This can also suggest that there is a professional new start happening for you. So again, this is really just confirming my thoughts of this is to do with work. Because this is the new moon, and we have the new moon coming through twice, so this is really telling me that there is fresh, new, abundant energy that's coming in for you. This is really a time to set intentions, get clear on the wishes, the goals that you're wanting to come up for the rest of the month, even the rest of the year, so the rest of 2022, or whatever year it is for you when you're watching this video. This is the energy coming in to help you approach desires and dreams in a really rational and responsible kind of way. The Capricorn energy is ruled by Saturn. Capricorn is a very responsible, hardworking, determined sign. I'm not saying other signs aren't, but these are some aspects that you can really gather from the Capricorn energy. I'm a Capricorn myself, actually. Capricorn sign, hey! So excuse me while I talk up the Capricorn sign for a second. Capricorn isn't always the most emotional sign out there, okay? But the inside of them can be at times, okay? Depending on their moon sign. The new moon in Capricorn is all about new plans, new strategies. Okay, so I really feel like from this energy, you are going to be setting in place new plans, new ways of moving forward. And it's really what's getting you to this amazing space of peace, comfort, tranquility in March. It's all the hard work that you've been putting into yourself in the past that's getting you to this new existence, this new start that's coming. essentially. How exciting. But this is also showing me that you are applying that discipline, that self-discipline, those leadership qualities that your life needs. And you're connecting in with more of the ambitions that you have for your life, more of the hopes, the dreams, the intentions that you have for your life. You're getting really clear on all of this, and you're sitting up and really stepping into it. And you're doing it by caring for yourself, resting more, making peace with the past to find peace within. This is really beautiful energy, and you're moving away from more of a materialistic, a more physical focus into a more emotional, loving focus. I love that for you. Oh, now the new moon here, okay? This is again highlighting that set the intentions to take on the fresh start. By setting new intentions, maybe you're someone that never has set intentions before, and this could be actually a really fun exercise for you to journal about and to monitor how setting intentions in every aspect of your life or every part of your day really opens up the potential of a fresh start happening for you. This is new things. Again, it's coming out over the house. So I really feel like this could be buying a house, this could be moving house, or there's a brand new element of a living situation happening here for you. There's a massive yes coming in, I feel. So if there's a question that you've asked, or a hope that you're wanting, or a question, it's a question that you've asked recently, there's a yes coming in for you. There's something new, there's something exciting. You're starting again in a completely new way. You're starting a new cycle. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I do have some more cards, so let's see. Okay, so with this first card, we've got reconsider. And I've got compromise. Okay. This scales. All right, I'm not sure. Maybe going back and watching pile 1 for you might be good, because there was justice with these scales coming through in the past. And I feel like there's some elements of this reading that do relate. But this compromise, in order for this really happy outcome to happen for you from this new start and this new journey, this current journey that you're on, there'll be elements of needing to compromise, okay? This is allowing time to become clearer about what's truly important to you. Seriously, I can't even. Take note of the matters where you'd be open to changing positions, okay? And work toward an agreement where everyone wins. So this is really telling me that this situation here does require some compromise. So if you, perhaps for an example, you do want to stay in this workplace, it is going to take an element of you compromising your approach to things, is what I'm feeling. This card is really saying, be open to cooperation that would allow you to get what you need, while you're also assisting others in fulfilling their desires, okay? This is all about being objective, about finding a balance between respecting everyone else's viewpoints while still being true to your own. While you're feeling uncomfortable with some people, do your best to understand and enter that state of allowance where you understand that everyone is on a journey. You can't change everyone. And you shouldn't even try. You should allow people to be who they really want to be and allow people to be in the stage that they are in. Just stay focused on yourself. With this reconsider card, this is telling me that with these plans and strategies that you've put forth, there's an element of this plan that should maybe be reevaluated. Take some time. Okay, so you do have some patience and some waiting elements coming through here. Okay, so I do feel like in March or the month ahead, it would be wise to take it slow, take this change slow, or take this refocusing and this stepping up of energy a little slower than maybe you usually would. Share your intentions with a trusted friend or a trusted advisor, a partner, a friend, a family member, someone who you can really, really trust, who does give objective feedback. because this might be how you find your way to finding the element that you need to reevaluate. Even ask your angels for guidance. Ask the question and know that the answer will be there, because they are with you. They are always with you, but they are especially with you at this time while you ask the questions to invite in the clarity. Enjoy the patience that is being given to you. Enjoy this space in time of getting clear on things, okay? Because in March, you're really going to be entering a new start, or at the end of March, or after this sort of elements get a bit clearer, you're going to be entering into a new phase. These aspects that came out for you are just kind of like little extra tips is what I'm feeling. They're just little extra things. They're not really massive points. Give your angels or your spiritual team permission for intervention, and just say, I give you full permission to intervene and to allow me to see what I'm missing. Allow me to find the aspect of my approach that needs to be reevaluated or adjusted. Show appreciation for the guidance that's coming in, and then you'll be sitting pretty. You'll be enjoying this new fresh start in no time. Alrighty? My beautiful pile twos, that is all that I have for you for this reading. All right, your March is looking exciting. Your March is looking peaceful, relaxing. Maybe you'll be relaxing in a new home. Thank you so much for letting me read this energy for you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming and being present with me for a little while. I appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to leave this video a like, because it does help me out a bunch, especially if this resonated and helped you out. Let me know how this is going for you. I'm so excited to hear how March goes for everyone. There's a lot of new energies present and a lot of new energies coming in for March. So very, very exciting. All my links along with the decks and equipment that's used in today's video will be listed below in the description box. So just head down there if you want to find out about any of these decks. I love you so much, guys. Don't forget to love yourself too. Now, let me close out this reading by thanking my spirit guides, your spirit guides, the moon, our mother, the sun, our father, the earth, fire, wind and water from the north, south, east and west, for all that has been, all that is, and all that will be. Goodbye, my lovelies. I love you so much. Bye. Hello, my pile threes. If you picked this Peacock card, then this is your reading. So let's just get stuck into it. Alrighty. Now, first up, we're going to be starting with the tarot cards. So we've got the Devil. We've got the reverse Eight of Cups. Now, this pile did get an extra card. I'm going to leave that one to the side for the minute, okay? Then we've got the King of Cups. And the Two of Cups. This could be a little bit of a relationship reading. And the reason I say that is because we've got a lot of cups energy here for starters. Like, holy freaking moly. I feel like you're actually going to have a lot happening for you in March or the month ahead, okay? The Devil here is all about feeling trapped or feeling limited in some way that are actually easy to break free of, okay? This can also be things of temptation and indulging in things that you kind of know are bad for you, but you love the feeling, okay? But it feels so good kind of vibe is what I'm getting, right? It's like, I love it, but I know it's bad for me. I feel like there's almost like an addiction to an aspect of your life. I don't think it's drugs. That's not really coming through, but there's an addiction to maybe obsession or an addiction to something in your life that is not good for you. There's an enjoyment of pleasures or an enjoyment of risque energy here. And this could even be an addiction to a type of person that you like to attract in or go for in your life, okay? But this can also talk about materialistic desires that can sometimes lead a bit more to greed. I understand this card is not always a negative card. So the other aspect to this that's also kind of coming through is this element of enjoying a bit more of a spontaneous and playful life. So maybe this can also be talking about how you perceive being single. This is talking about feeling limited and trapped by something that is actually not serving you or is actually easy to recorrect for your life. Okay, there's two aspects coming through here, so it will differ on depending on who's watching. So the Eight of Cups in reverse, this can really signify an element of asking yourself, do I stay or do I go kind of thing. There's this caught energy coming through, caught between walking away from a situation that has disappointed you in the past or trying another time. If that's the case, if there is this questioning taking place here, because obviously there's something here that is not serving you and it might feel good in the moment, but you know in the long term it's not good for you. You're stepping into this energy of whatever that's referring to, and you're really asking yourself, can this situation improve or is it a lost cause? And the fact that it's next to the King of Cups is telling me that there's this idea of a lover. The Cups suit can represent someone else in a situation. So this is really telling me that you're questioning whether you should stay or you should go, either in a current situation that you feel a little trapped in, a little stuck in, or whether you should go out on your own. This is also saying that this stage is really important for you to listen to your heart about the next course of action. This comes down to what's really important to you, and only you can know if this situation is serving you. So this is really getting clear and asking the questions on, should I stay, should I go, is this good for me or is this not so good for me? There's this like juggling almost like Two of Pentacles vibe. You're asking yourself the questions of, is this person really the ideal partner that I thought they were? Is this person I'm in this relationship with, or is this friend that I'm in this friendship with really serving me? Is this person really good for me? Is it hindering my progress or my future? There's a couple of elements that are going on in this so far. There's elements of this relationship or this friendship or this person that can sometimes lead you to do things that you don't really want to do, or can lead you to places you don't really want to go. The battery on my camera died, so if anything looks a bit different, I'm sorry. I totally knocked the table when I tried to change out the battery, so bear with me, my apologies, and let's get back into it. So with this King of Cups energy, I am really feeling like it's representing someone, or it's representing the ideal partner that you really focus on. Everyone has an image of the ideal partner in their mind. So this is telling me that you're really tossing up whether you still want to be with this person that you thought was an ideal partner. You're getting clear on the aspects of yourself that maybe you're unsure about. You're getting clear on the ideal partner by really sorting out, okay, I feel like I'm drifting a little. I feel like I'm not clear on what I want. I'm going to get clear on what I want because I am feeling a bit trapped. This is helping you to enter into this time of getting clear on the values and the principles that you want in someone. That is going to invite in this new level of love and partnership, harmony within your loving relationships. Okay, so I do really want to get more clarification on this because this message can go in a few different ways, and I can understand a few extra cards came out for this pile, and I can totally understand why. Sorry, that battery thing threw me off guard a little. Okay, so under the Devil, we've got the Queen of Cups. Under the Eight of Cups reversed, we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. Under the King of Cups, we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. Ooh. And under the Two of Cups, we've got the Nine of Swords. Holy moly. This situation you're in is quite complex, so bear with me while I try to translate what's coming through for you. The limitations and the trapments that you're feeling within your life is really pinpointed within your emotional or creative self. This is crazy. You've got the Knight, Queen, and King of Cups. So I feel like there's a lot happening in your emotional self. The Queen of Cups is essentially representing the fact that you've done a lot of inner work, and I can tell that's the case because you're getting really clear on what's limiting you, or what in the past has maybe been influencing you to feel limited or trapped, what's made you the way you are, and how you sort of work. And the Queen of Cups is considered the wise protector of kindness and her relationships, and is the ruler of her emotions. Maybe you're someone that has sort of put your emotions aside in past situations, but you're realizing to get clear on this question that you're asking yourself here, you have to dive in and honor how you're really feeling. The Queen of Cups is the energy of understanding that love is not about self-denial or codependency, that true love is not controlled by expectations of others or by the ego. You are someone that is very deeply loving, or very capable of loving very deeply, and you're very sensitive and compassionate, and these are actually your strong elements. And you may see them as a bit of a vulnerability. This card here is just clarifying what this is all about. You yourself have been very giving in this relationship. You feel like you're constantly giving. And this is what's directly caused you to ask this question, because you're really feeling like they're not really giving much back in return. You're really feeling like you do a lot of the work, you do a lot of the giving, you do a lot of the sorting, you do a lot of the organizing or clearing up or fixing. You just don't feel like this person is giving enough in return. There needs to be more of a healthy exchange between the both of you, or you need to start setting up some healthier boundaries, or learn from this experience, essentially. If you're continuing to help this person, what you're doing is you're actually hindering them from learning the lessons themselves. And that can be a bit of a definition of codependency. So I feel like there is an element of codependency coming through in this reading. Either you love to be needed, you love to help others, or this other person is too fearful, too scared, or doesn't think they're capable of handling things by themselves. I feel like you both are here to learn this lesson of either stay in the relationship but approach it completely differently so that you can get to this ideal partner of yours, or so that you can help this person to emotionally achieve this level of emotional intelligence, because essentially what's happening is you're doing the emotional intelligence for them by the acts that you do, because the Pentacles is all about physical realm. So by the acts in which you show that you love, by caring and loving and helping, you're actually taking away their opportunity of up-leveling into this King of Cups energy. Their potential is the King of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, it's showing me what their energy is perceived as. This person in your relationship, this other person in your relationship, is displaying some sulky, moody, or very jealous tendencies. Okay? There's frustration coming through as well. And honestly, I feel like it's because this person that you're in a relationship with has the potential of stepping into higher emotional intelligence as the King of Cups. But they're showing up at the moment as a Knight of Cups, but in reverse, which is implying that they're not learning the lessons that they need to learn. Actually allowing them to step up and stand alone on their own 2 feet is going to allow them to have this growth come through for them. It's going to allow them to have the potential of stepping into this really harmonious give and take, loving relationship with you. This can also say that this person also allows their emotions to get the better of them when they don't get their way. This Two of Cups is, this is the love that you're wanting. This is the love that you hope for, one that is incredibly equal, give and take on both sides. This is a divinely supported, divinely guided relationship. This is almost like twin flame soulmate vibes, if you will, okay? The fact that it's coming out over the Nine of Swords, this is the mental representation of stressing, insomnia, lack of sleep, worry, okay? You're feeling really vulnerable. You're worried that this person isn't going to be able to reach this really beautiful level of give and take loving relationship. You're really worried that you're not going to reach it. You're really worried that you're both not going to work, is what's coming through. This other card, I'm just going to, Ace of Coins. Okay. Ace of Coins is like the new potential of a windfall, money coming in, new potential for a physical experience. This Ace of Coins here can really be highlighting that the universe is really working to share its gifts with you at this time. The Ace of Coins is telling me that this journey that you're on is actually going to be a source of inspiration for you for a new creative endeavor, which is amazing. This is amazing because it means that you're really using what your authentic self is going through as sources of inspiration to transmute the negative into the positive. This can also be a new source of income, perhaps, or a new job, new promotion. This is obviously something else to be expecting in March or the month ahead, okay? While you've got a lot of relationship stuff happening, this is also saying that the resources that you need to get through this are coming in for you. It's almost going to be coming and popping out of thin air. So don't feel alone. You're not alone in this. Your spiritual team is still with you and still supporting you through this. It might feel like a really tough situation to get through because it's very big questions. I mean, do I stay or do I go? It's a big question, but it's really important to face it because you need to understand that whether you're with this person or alone, you still have you and you are amazing. You are the peacock. Oh my gosh, is that a peacock? Oh my gosh, that's a peacock. Okay, so straight up, really look at the spiritual meaning of a peacock. Google it, just look up spiritual meaning of a peacock. There's got to be a message in there for you. So I've got some other cards here. We've got, look at that, full moon in Cancer with a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, now there's a lot of emotion going on here. Okay, there's a lot of growth going on in your emotional self. We've also got the mutable moon here. Nothing is yet set in stone. I love that. Nothing is yet. That actually came to mind just before I wish I'd said it. But what I really gathered from this was like, you're not this element. Okay, I'll get into it in a sec. There's one more card here. Sorry, message is trying to come in. Oh, bam. A new romantic cycle begins with a new moon in Libra. More scales too. Had scales and whatnot in the other two readings, but I don't know if there's a massive correlation for you to go and view them. But let's dive into these. This card can really mean things like you are going to be feeling a lot more of your emotional self. You're going to be feeling your emotions a lot more, and you're actively going to be wanting time to do this. Perhaps in the past you haven't really honored your emotions and you sort of put them aside, like we said earlier. So I really feel like the time that's coming before you in this month ahead or in March is you are going to be taking some time out to really actually pay attention to how you're feeling, and you're going to be letting out a lot of that old way of feeling, and you're going to be so entering this stage of feeling really raw in your relationships and in your emotions. This is like, take a break, take care of yourself, okay? Because these are some hard things that you're going to be facing, but it's so important for you to do it, okay? There's issues coming up with your loved ones. Be patient and work through them with love. Remain as the kind, compassionate leader in this situation, because you're going to be embarking on a journey that causes you to step up and overcome insecurities. And if you are feeling really heightened emotions through this process, allow yourself time to meditate. Okay, allow yourself some time and space from this individual if you feel like you need it. This full moon energy as well, with a full moon, it's implying that there is a climax of energy. It's almost like you've got to this point now where you know that you've kind of done everything that you can in the past. This is sort of like a last resort. This is the last try, I feel, at this relationship. Now with this new moon in Libra, okay, so you do have the new moon and the full moon, okay? With this new moon, with a new romantic cycle begins, this is also saying to take some time to pause, take some time out to really get clear on all this emotion and all these feelings that are really coming up for you at this time. Be completely open and honest about your needs. Okay, but this is the relationship card. This is a time to feel more and think less, because there is a potential of a new relationship beginning, because this can also pertain to a new relationship with someone that actually is your ideal partner. But there is a time of communication coming up with someone else. So this is really telling me that the person you're in a relationship with now really deserves the conversation that you're maybe putting off, because it is going to be a very emotionally taxing conversation. But essentially there is going to be a fresh start coming in from the past, or how things have been done in the past. But with this new romantic cycle, and I feel like I just sighed then, because I do feel like it's heavy energy. This is like really heavy energy. I can feel that you're scared that this relationship's not going to work out. I can feel that you don't necessarily want to start a relationship with someone else, but I do feel like you maybe deserve that. But again, that is just the energies that I'm sensing. At the end of the day, only you can be sure what you need and what is good for you. Be sure that you can make this choice. I'd say even take a bit of time out away from this person just to get clear on the feelings that you're feeling. But generally with this new romantic cycle, this could be new love for self as well. And you will be entering into a more balanced time once all this moves for you, okay? There is balance and a state of equilibrium coming in for you, but you have to go through this first. With this mutable moon, hard to say. With this mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. And I love that, because what I really felt like with this card dropping was, look, this person can still step up and be the person that you want. You just can't do it for them, yeah? This person can still be that loving, ideal partner that you first saw in them when you first met them, but approach it differently, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. So the fact that I was talking quite heavily on the stress that's caused, this is all very much a check-in about what's happening now, okay? But nothing yet is set in stone. It can still change. It all depends on your approach, how you communicate, and how this person handles it. And I feel like it's not told, because you have to go through this process and you have to be open to both potentials so that you can find the love for self regardless of what happens in your relationship, because it will be really important for you to have that security in yourself whether someone's there or not. This mutable moon, this is all to do with the mutable signs of the zodiac. So we're talking about Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. You need to really visualize and stay focused, even affirm with affirmations what you're wanting to bring in, as there's still room for positive change. So really don't give up on this positive view of the outcome that you're wanting, but something is shape-shifting and something is still developing. There is still potential of someone else coming in for you. All the potentials are here. But really it depends on the steps and the approach that you take next that will solidify what's really coming in for you by the end of March. I do have 2 more cards here for you though. So we've got be assertive. Oh my goodness. We've got forgiveness. Wow. This be assertive card is really telling me that with this communication that you need to have with this person, you need to be really clear and really assertive and really stick to your selected boundaries, your almost like your clear no-goes, if you will, your clear limits on what you will not allow past. You have to get really clear on the behavior that you're going to allow yourself to do for this person, because you've obviously been doing a bit too much for them in the past. So this is really getting assertive and getting really clear on what you will stand and what you won't. And this is the energy that you really need to harness when you're having this conversation and when you deal with this person, because you yourself need to be strong, because there's an element here coming out of you maybe giving in a little too easily in the past. So this is just a reminder of be assertive, be strong, and don't be afraid to be a little blunt, because you are generally so kind, so generous, so sweet, but that can easily sometimes cause you to not be assertive enough. With this forgiveness card, I'm really feeling like for your current relationship to get to this place, to remove the stress and to move away from this jealousy, this moodiness, obsessiveness, there's going to have to be a lot of forgiveness taking place. There's going to have to be a lot of forgiveness for yourself for letting this situation get to where it is, but there's also going to have to be a lot of forgiveness for this person, because in the past they've obviously done some things that have hurt you. So for it to get to this completely beautiful, balanced, kind relationship, you are going to have to find the forgiveness and find the ability to let go of what's happened in the past. Oh my gosh, this is a heavy reading. And I'm so sorry that you are going through this. Now, I do just want to grab a few of these cards here. Just they're little pointers for you to focus on or things to expect, just to dive in a little further to this reading. If I can offer you anything else, okay? Oh, we've got our first card. All right. Okay. Misfortune. This is never an easy card to see come out in a reading, but it's interesting that the fire that's present in this reading, this trapment that you felt in the past, has been caused by a focus on misfortune, but there have been events in the past that have left you feeling hurt, feeling underwhelmed, feeling sad, disappointed, regretful. I'm feeling all of that. So this is really highlighting some energy that you may be currently in. This might be highlighting some energy you're coming from, or just highlighting that the relationship maybe has taken a few negative turns in the past. We've got a younger woman coming through here too. Here, look. This to me is really talking to me about the Queen of Cups. There is this energy still here, okay? And this is really just highlighting that there is this young female present, whether it's you or someone else, that is going to be helping you find your assertive energy. There is this feminine energy that will be coming through either from the past or a new female, or somewhat like a friend that is a female, that's going to be coming in and helping you through this. It's going to be helping you through this feeling of misfortune, and it's going to help you step into this feeling of being more assertive. So I feel like, yeah, maybe friend, advisor, some kind of vibe like that. All right, let's see. What else can we get with this situation? Lover. Yep. I feel like that lover card is really just talking about the fact that you are wanting a lover. You are wanting someone that serenades you. You're wanting someone that's going to wait outside your window. I mean, not creepy vibes, but wait outside your window and sing to you until you come out. You want someone that's literally going to put in the effort that a lover should put in. You are wanting someone that's not afraid to get up and sing a song for you just because they love you. They don't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks or says or feels. This could be like you want more of that, you know, romantic energy in your life. With how romantic and loving you are as a person, it doesn't surprise me that you are wanting someone that is a little bit more loving. What else can we get? Spirit for this reading. Service. This is really telling me that service card is this is what you've been doing for this person too much. You've been of service so much that it's caused a bit of this codependency. It's caused a little bit of this you feeling like you're a bit of a slave to this person, feeling like you're doing too much for this person. You feel like you take all the brunt, the heaviness, the work, and you are just wanting a bit more equality. You're wanting a bit more of that service for yourself. Okay. We've got surprise here coming through and size. Okay, yeah. This surprise for me is really telling me that this element of forgiveness that you will be applying to this situation or finding for this situation is going to come out of nowhere. Maybe some more of this elements, more of this situation is coming through to give you more information, but there is an element of surprise coming in with this. So maybe this is something you don't see coming. This is something from the universe, okay? And I feel like this is actually more aligned with this energy. I want to get one more, actually. Let's get one more. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins, is really going to be the surprise, because all of your reading is so geared to this relationship that, and we had one Ace of Coins coming through. So this is telling me that there is something either monetary or career focused that's coming in for you that is going to be a huge surprise, and it's going to turn the negativity in this relationship into a positive. With the size card here, I'm really picking up that this is just a byproduct of the stress that you're feeling. The size is like, like, why have I done this to myself? The size is kind of like, I'm waiting for love. I want love. Is this person going to step up and be the love that I want? Or am I waiting around for nothing that's coming? Let's see if we can get one more from Spirit. Yeah, Messenger. So Messenger, this is just confirming for me that there is news coming in for you. There's unexpected news coming in for you in some kind of way, either through someone else, or, because there's a lot of people in these cards, that through someone else or an unexpected way. There's this news that's bringing the surprise. Yeah, there's some kind of message coming in. This could be new. This could be a message of like new love coming in, is what I just heard. So this could just be, you might actually find that someone declares their love for you or wants to take care of you and wants to love you the way that you deserve. Holy moly. My beautiful, beautiful pile threes. Love you so much. I appreciate this energy reading. I appreciate you tuning in. I love you so much, and I know this is probably going to be a bit of a hard situation to get through, but really remember you have everything you need to do this. By you stepping up and handling this situation and finally telling what is in your heart and how you're feeling, you are both going to be growing and learning through this situation. Whether you grow together or whether you grow separately, it will be a very beneficial and very learning situation for the both of you. So I would highly, highly recommend that you at least just open up and start speaking about those things that are coming through here. Because even if the situation does go this way, there's someone still coming in for you. There is still balance coming in. There's love coming in, okay? Also, guys, if you could leave this video a like, because it does help me out a bunch. All my links along with the decks and the equipment that I've used in this reading is listed in the description box below. Let me close out this reading by thanking my spirit guides, your spirit guides, the moon, our mother, the sun, our father, the earth, fire, wind, and water from the north, south, east, and west for all that has been, all that is, and all that will be. Goodbye, my beautiful pile threes. All the best. Bye, 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 bye. You'll be all right.